Hello, welcome. We're doing Facebook Live and YouTube Live. It's 9 o'clock on Tuesday evening, and got Edd Edwards here with me. We're going to do a live demonstration as we wait for people to come on. So we are live.
Yeah, have to play a song for them.
Yeah, you going to play a song?
You can pull your fiddle out and play.
I got my drum.
Okay, get a little drumming. Sanji.
Do a drum roll. Got Sanji here. So, if you want to get a glass of water,
Yeah, we'll give them another few seconds and then we'll light them up.
then we'll light them up.
Go ahead and light them up right now. What do you think, Sanji?
Yeah, whether you hit the replay or you're on live, you're still going to get the energy.
All right, everybody out there in the future, stand up, pull your feet close together. Something like this, fairly close together. Okay, now just kind of watch her. I'm going to knock her around with a little energy.
You want me on this side or that side of the mic?
You're perfect right there. No, in fact, let's go. Let me get over here and I come over this way just a little. You. There you go. Whoa. That centers us up in both cameras. All right, everybody out there, I'm going to start resonating a field of energy. The scientists I work with call this biointrinsic resonant energy. Here we go. What I'm doing right now is planting energy through the quantum field into the quantum universe. Those of you that hear my voice in the future, my voice has special signals embedded in it that's activating your higher brain functions to open the door into the quantum universe and receive these signals that I'm pumping into it.
I'm going to my right.
It sets up a magnetic field of energy. And as you watch Cynthia right here, she's standing close to me, she's feeling the effects of the magnetic fields that I'm generating, but not only in this room, but they're going worldwide. And they go through all of time. So anybody in the future that watch these programs or this video here will feel the same energy. Okay, I'm going to pull her forwards. Now I'll push.
Would you push me left?
You may be going left, you're beside me. All right, everybody in the audience, this is a forward pull right here. And I reverse the polarity. This is the push. If you're standing up, there should be enough force to push you back on your heels. Now I'll let off of it. Now I'll pull. Okay, I'm going to let off. Now I'm going to take it sideways on you. So, most of you in the audience, I'm not going to do there, but most of you in the audience, I'm not sure what it's going to do to my helper since she's standing so close to me, but most of you in the audience should feel it pulling you to your right. Okay, now I'm going to change it. This should pull you to your left. Which way are you going?
I'm going left.
Yeah, that's what it's working right then. It should be pulling everybody to the left. I'll turn the amperage up, it'll pull a little harder.
Stand Stand up if you're sitting down.
Okay, yes, working right. You can see how it's doing. Now I'm going to take it the other way. Okay, I'm going to let off. Now I'm going to pull forwards again on you. Now I'm going to let off, and I'm going to reverse the polarity and push. Now if any of you got any aches and pains and problems like that, you should notice by now them warming up and tingling. So what I do a lot of the day is run it through the phone and run and work on people all over the planet. There's the pull. And just by doing this energy back and forth, it causes your healing mechanisms in all of you to start functioning at a high rate of speed. So I don't heal people, I just activate the healing mechanisms that are built within you by playing around with you with this energy like this. All right, why don't you sit down and aerate there?
Well, I was just seeing who joined.
You feel that?
Yep.
Oh, son, you felt it. He had to get up and go. Let him up. Alright. Let's see what we can do down now. If any of you got scoliosis or back problems, you'll really like this. Wobble it around a little and I'm going to pull straight up on you. See how the energy comes out of my hands. See if they're...
On the YouTube one? See what? On the YouTube?
Yeah, on the video screen.
Yeah, they look like longer than they are.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they can see that though. Can you see his fingers looking longer at the tips, a little blurrier? While he does that, I'm still doing the love light transmission that I've been doing on Tuesdays. So those that are familiar with my work, I'm spinning in the love light.
Like I say, this should have an upward lifting on you. The energy comes out of my left hand, the one I have raised. And it should be lifting upward on y'all. I do this to people with scoliosis and you can just see them lifting right up and straightening up. Alright, I'm going to back it back down. Alright, I'm going to create a DC negative field again. This pulls on you. And by now everybody's hands ought to be tingling pretty good. The bodies ought to be warming up some. Now I'm going to push. Now I'll pull. Some people call this yin and yang. So this is yin when it pulls you forwards, And when it repels you backwards, it's known as yang. As the old Chinese boys called it. Them scientists I work with call the yin DC negative, which has a forward attraction, forward pull to it. And then the yang is DC positive in the physics labs that I work in. And then they got a few other names for it. Soliton waves, scalar waves, biophotons. Alrighty, how's that feel for everybody? You want to sit down and check them out there?
Yeah. Any questions?
See if there's any questions, and I'll
Hey.
be right here to answer them.
Hello.
Now give them a second. It's time delay, so they have to get the thing. It takes a few seconds, and then it gets back to you.
Oh, there's a delay in the comments.
Yeah.
YouTube, I don't see comments on YouTube, but for Facebook, you can put any comments or.
If they
Or
want to ask
questions.
questions, it just takes a few seconds for it to get to them, and then for them to send it back to you.
Right.
So we gonna be setting up some video programs or so, and
Yeah.
tell them how we'll set it up and do video conferences and stuff. And I can be in my place wherever I'm at, and all y'all can join in there.
Yeah, there's a program where we can do a webinar where we can have everybody on the calls with us and do the work in a group setting it's called a webinar. If you're not familiar with a webinar, we'd send you a link and you can join in, and we'd even though we're all in different places, it'll be a nice platform to do the energy work. The replays definitely work, so if you got on late, you can start over and begin, hey Dad, you can begin the video again. I found Ed online through a Facebook Live, and he did a demonstration, and I was using it in the morning before I did my meditation, I added my love light to what he was doing, so it was filling me right up. But it's really cool to charge the energy system with this source. We all have it. We all can do it. It's as he has been doing it through science. He's been studied for 26 years. They put a cap on his head, and he'll do nothing, and then he'll do what we just did with the push and pull, and they studied what is going on in his
It's EEG.
EEG. He can tell you better, but anyway,
University of Virginia.
University of Virginia.
Division of Perceptual Studies.
Come here and tell them.
Oh, okay. Y'all can Google me, Edd with two D's, EDD, EDWARDS. My research projects are currently at University of Virginia Neurology Department with Dr. Ross Dunsey and Dr. Edward Kelly. I'm in the DOPS program, DOPS lab. It's the Division of Perceptual Studies and Integrated Medicine. And I'm also at the Ryan Research Center in the Bioenergy Biophoton Lab with John Kruth. You can go to the Ryan Research Center at Durham, North Carolina, and punch in that and my name, Edd Edwards, EDD, EDWARDS, and you'll pull up a whole bunch of stuff on me there. I've been with the Ryan since 2009. Now, they started studies on me in 1994 in Michigan by the late Dr. William C. Levingood and the late Dr. John Getty. Dr. John Getty worked with Dr. Rowe and formed the Fibromyalgia Research Foundations. So I've got a lot of history and research on human biofield energies and manipulations of it. I've been playing with this energy since I was a baby. And y'all have to check out my books and stuff for the whole story. All right?
All right. Well, what I liked about it is he had a machine at the training workshop that I went to this weekend, and I was able to move the machine, and he does feel my energy when I do what it is that he's doing. But I didn't have research or any type of understanding of the science behind it. But I just knew it worked because I could feel it, and I sense that I'm shifting people as I work on people. So it's really cool to see a scientist or science researched person who's doing this work and is actually getting science to show data that the energy is actually emitting through these EGGs. Is that what they're called?
Do what?
Through all your tests, EGG?
It's the EEG lab.
EEG lab.
Yeah.
Yeah?
That's where it's at. It's in the, they can look it up, EEG lab, University of Virginia. It's in the Ray Westmore building. And they'll see the lab and the chambers.
It's on your YouTube channel too, right?
Yes, on my YouTube
Yeah,
channel.
he has a YouTube channel. You can go and find some of the studies there. So for those of you that know what we do with the water, if you want to get a glass of water, and we'll wait a couple minutes and we'll do a water blessing. So I had someone ask me if milk or coffee works, and no, I prefer water because it's the crystallization of the water molecule, H2O, that we're working with. Oh, there's Fred. I see Michelle and Gil and Pete, Monique. I don't know who else is on, but thank you for joining me. So if you get a glass of water, you can put your hands like this or however you want, but just as I do the water, just honor the space in which it exists, and as the energy pulls in, I'll let you know when it's ready. There it is. Cheers. We have over the last few days, we had a few people that did healings, private sessions with Ed, and he doesn't call it a healing because what he's doing is he's emitting energy that activates the healing within you. So we all have an innate, where it's innate in us, meaning like it's part of our system to heal. Like when you cut yourself, the body knows how to heal itself. But as we get older, or the body doesn't, because our electrical systems are not as strong as they can be, because we haven't been trained to keep it in its highest state and highest connection. Our bodies are decay or get harder time healing. So what this work does is it brings the body into alignment with that electrical system to have the ability to activate the natural healing mechanisms in each of us, and allow that energy to flow. So I know Michelle's on the line, and she shared from her private, she had fell and hurt her arm, and she said that it got a lot better after the workshop was done and we moved the energy. Any questions? The replay, if those of you that are watching the replay, this does still work, and any of the ones that have been played from my channel or his channel will still work. So you're welcome to experiment on any of the ones you like, and that's it for me. Ed, do you have anything?
No, nothing much. Just tell them to kind of keep up and follow us, and we'll be having a bunch of new things coming up.
Yeah, you can follow us. Subscribe to our either the Facebook Live when it's at the beginning. It says you can subscribe. At the end, it asks to subscribe. YouTube, you subscribe as long as you're signed into Google. You can sign in to subscribe for the YouTube channels. are using filtered water. Yeah, my water is actually alkaline water, but filtered water is good. Or, um, yeah, I definitely think filtered water is important, and alkaline is an extra boost. The body runs well. I know for a fact my body runs better when I drink alkaline water versus regular water, and so that's just something that you'd have to experiment with your own body. But I find that alkaline water is where it's at, and the proper diet to keep the body running at its optimal. But anyway, so to follow us, you just subscribe, or you can come to. I have a fan page, and a lot of you are my friends because you're on my Facebook page. But I also have a fan page where I share things separate from my other page. So I have those listed on my Facebook. I think they're on YouTube too. You can find me. You know how to find me. Hey, there's Dad. All right, so thanks for joining. I love the hearts, and you can continue drinking your water. It'll last as long as. If someone's screaming in the house, it may change vibration. Hey, what are you doing? He's playing. He's playing his YouTube channel. If somebody's like angry in the house, this will no longer probably be the love light transmission that I made. So keep it in a safe place, and redo the video if it ends up ruining the blessing of the water. Just watch it again, and you can pick any video because I do most of them at the beginning of the video. This one I did it at the end. So thank you all for coming. Love ya. I'm gonna close off this one here.